What's going on, everybody, and welcome to this video. Today, I'm going to show you guys, basically, I just explain what Powur is, but I'm going to explain it with a twist. All right. So when I say with a twist, all right, Powur is great. You want to learn about Powur, but I'm also going to show you our spin on things. All right. We call ourselves the Solar Team. We're a team that runs, deals with a bunch of different companies, mainly Powur. But I want to go ahead and show you guys exactly how we run our business and what makes us different and how we utilize Powur to make our salespeople successful. All right. So basically, this is our leadership team. We got myself. I'm Mike Devlak. Prior background, I was a real estate, or am a real estate agent, been a real estate agent for about 5 years. This is basically our leadership team. So we got myself, we got Zach Bach, who's also a realtor, Spencer Frazier, another realtor, been a realtor for 14, 15 years. And then we got two solar pros that are kind of on our leadership team as well. We've got Anthony Bonilla, who's a background as a soccer coach before I got into solar he's been in solar for about 4 or 5 years. And then we got Jordan Shaw. Jordan had a tech background, and he's one of the top sellers on the Powur platform. So we've got a wealth of experience on various types of business to help lead our team. What are we looking for? So we look for people who are entrepreneurs, that entrepreneurial mindset, people who have been business owners or desire to be business owners. And that really comes down to, people who are driven, consistent, have a positive mindset, and the ability to adapt and overcome. So this is a 1099 position. There's no salaries. All right. You're coming on, you're really just starting your own solar business. So, we do look for people who are driven, that are self-motivated, who consistently show up and achieve, their goals, have that positive mindset. It's a sales job. There's going to be a lot of no's before you get some yeses. So having that positive mindset, and then the ability to adapt and overcome. All right. Bottom line, these are construction projects. Things happen. Go to your customers with solutions, not problems. So a problem arises, we try and find that solution before moving forward. All right, our vision, we're really building an army of like-minded individuals, and we're changing lives, not only the lives of the people on our sales team, but changing our clients' lives as well. So as I, go through this later, you'll see how much money we're able to save our clients, and then obviously promoting renewable energy as well, all right, making the world a better place. All right, why are we winning? All right, Powur is disrupting the solar industry much the same way that Amazon, Uber, Airbnb, Netflix, and EXP are changing the industries that they're in. All right. For example, have you guys seen a Blockbuster lately? All right. No, Airbnb has more more rooms available to stay in each night than Marriott. Marriott's been around for 100+ years. All right. So, these cloud-based technologies are really changing in the industries that they're in. And Powur is doing the same exact thing in the solar industry. All right. So Powur is a cloud-based company. All right. And it really just brings everyone together on the cloud. All right. So Powur brings in the product partners. They go out and they get the inverters, the panels, the finance partners, the batteries, electric vehicles, all that stuff. They bring it on. They get a good price for us. They go out and they find the install partners. All right. So these are, installers who are basically, third-party white label, installers, but there's a very, very heavy vetting process that Powur goes through to make sure that everyone that is an installer is legit. They don't want any Mickey Mouse companies out there. There's a 30-year warranty tied to these installations in most cases. So they can't just have any company go on and install when there's a warranty on the line. All right, then that's us, the independent sellers, and then we go out and get the homeowners and we bring them all onto the platform. All right, and the really cool thing here, because it's cloud-based and there's only one office, which is going to be in Southern California, there's not a lot of these regional headquarters where there's a lot of overhead, so they're able to pass some of that money onto us. That's why they're able to pay us so well, as we'll get to that a little bit later. All right. As far as the opportunity, I had no clue when I was approached by, Zach, when this first was, shown to me. I had no clue the opportunity that was out there. I live in Southern California. There's solar on so many houses where I live. I had no idea, but there's 87 million eligible homes, that can go solar. So that there's tons and tons of market share available. And then just all the government trends and everything that are coming out, and the policies, there's just so much opportunity over the next 10 years to really, really put your stamp and kind of, put your flag in this industry and make a change in the world. All right. And then obviously this is good for our customers as well. They're able to save up to 50% on energy costs in some cases, zero down financing options. They get a 30% tax credit, and obviously making the world a better place as well. I mentioned this earlier. Powur offers a 30-year warranty. That's like the best in the industry. All right. That's basically a bumper to bumper warranty, covers everything except for batteries. So really cool, thing there to push some deals across the finish line. Now, what makes us a little bit different? All right, I've talked about Powur a lot so far, but our team, the solar team, we've gone out and we've got a lot of coverage in some states that Powur doesn't operate in. So you'll see the blue states here. These are all the states that Powur operates in, but we also have some other colors representative here of other companies that we have partnered with. All right, now as a team, we are able to do deals in all 50 states, both commercial and residential. All right, this color map is just where we have the best relationships and like actual relationships with the owners of these other install partners. All right. So blue is Powur. Wherever Powur is open, we're going to install Powur. Just they pay us the best, they offer us the most. All right. Bottom line, Powur. I love Powur. We love Powur. It's a great spot to run your deals through. All right. But you can see on the map here, we've got tons of states covered. Now, if you're in a gray state, all right, that doesn't mean that you cannot get a job done there. We will find a way to get it done. For example, all right, before we had Oklahoma colored in yellow here, all right, this was a gray state for us. We had someone on our team in North Texas. They had 6 deals across the river up into Oklahoma. We were able to procure, a deal for them up north, and they were able to get, I think it was $12,000 for their deals up in Oklahoma. All right, so not like a full share of a deal, but you're not going to lose the deal for not having a partner up there. We find a way to get it done. So if you're in a gray state, don't worry about it. All right, we can find a way to get it done if you have deals there. All right. Now, a lot of people, they come onto this, and they want to know kind of what the background is. Cool, you guys have some successful people, but what's the backgrounds here? Did everyone have solar experience? No. All right. In fact, out of all of Powur, only about half the people who got to Powur, before, or about half the people who are part of Powur had solar experience before they got here. Now, on the other side of things, 80% of people did have sales experience, but that doesn't mean you have to have that sales experience to be successful. All right. So you see some examples of successful people down here below, but I want to tell you guys about more specifically people on our team, people that, are part of TST. All right, we'll start off on the left over here. This is Quentin. Quentin is in, I believe, North Carolina. Quentin joined our team in April, had absolutely no solar experience. All right. We'll get into this a little bit later, but within his first month, Quentin had 9 deals in the system and became a tier 3 seller. All right. 2 months later, he's the #1 mentor in the whole company. I think it was for July and August. Out of close to 9,000 salespeople, he was the #1 tier 3 mentor closing other people's deals. All right. Then we got Davis over here. Davis lives that van life. All right. He basically is a nomad. He travels around the country, if not the world, in a van and sells solar remotely. All right. Beautiful, beautiful thing there. All right. In the middle there, we got Jordan Shaw. I mentioned him earlier. He's on our leadership team. Prior to joining Powur, Jordan was with basically doing contract work for Google and working in tech and kind of just referring deals here or there to some solar companies. Came over to Powur, and now he's one of the top sellers on the whole Powur platform, approaching that $1 million a year mark. Over here in the fourth picture, we have Darius. All right, Darius is 19 years old. All right, 19 years old, and he's on pace to do over 100 grand in solar his first year. Amazing stuff. And then we got Jesse on the right. Jesse, he's up in Northern California. He is a lender, works with mortgages and that sort of thing, and has really, done a good job of adding solar as a vertical to his business and has been very successful and is now closing other people's deals as a mentor in the solar industry. So those are some examples of the successes that we've had on our team. Now, if you're someone on this call that is a solar pro, we do have training for you. If you're someone who's brand new, there's tons and tons and tons of training that we can go through. I'll go through that a little bit later, but there's more training than we know what to do with. Now, like I said, this is a 1099 position. All right, but our team really operates almost like a real estate team. We offer tons and tons of training aside from what Powur offers. So one thing we do is we have twice daily accountability calls. So at 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. Pacific, we do calls to basically go over our numbers from the day before. So we go over our KPIs, our key performance indicators, throw those out there, and then we go over our goals for today, and we call it cash. So C is for conversations. What's your conversation goal for the day? A is for admin work. Are you doing social media posts? Do you have any contracts to take care of? Stuff like that, or marketing, things related to that. S is for smile. So something that's gonna make you smile that's not work related. All right. So for me, I'm a big sports guy. Like it could be watching sports, it could be playing with my kids, could be playing video games, stuff like that. And then H is for health, mental, physical, or emotional health. So it could be working out, going on a hike, drinking a certain amount of water, reading, doing some breath work, stuff like that. All right. So there's tons and tons of training here that our team offers. All right. One of the coolest things that we offer is the office hours. So immediately after the 8 a.m. call in the morning, we have open office hours, and then again at 3:30 in the afternoon. So we're basically open for 10 hours a week to support our sales team. All right. As our team has grown, we're up close to 250 at the time of this recording. All right. There's all kinds of people coming in with questions throughout the day. So we said, hey, let's just do this. Let's have an open Zoom room, 2 hours a day where people can pop in, ask their questions, hop out. All right. So we have, the team leads on there. We have tier 3 mentors, people who are really to help you, that are ready to help you with any question you could have, whether it's business related, marketing, scripting, problems with a deal. So we offer a ton of support there. All right. Additionally, we have a boot camp for our new sellers. So this is really designed to help you guys launch your business. All right, because that's what you're doing. You're starting your own solar company in reality. All right, so it's a 2-day boot camp, 3 hours each day. We do this once or twice a month, kind of just, as needed. All right, on Wednesdays, we're going to go over our business plan, help you guys, create your plan. There's a Google form there where we get to learn about you a little bit and figure out what your goals are. All right, and then we put them on a KPI tracker. I'll go over that in a second. All right, but this is where we reverse engineer your goals. So you give your goals, all right, and we figure out what your daily actions need to be. What, how many conversations you need to have a day. From there, we help you build a calendar around your goals. All right. So if you're looking to add this as, a part-time side hustle on top of a corporate job, cool. If you're looking to make this full-time and do it, 8 hours a day, cool. All right. If you're a student in college, you want to do this as your job in college, cool. We will find a way to build a calendar around your already, your life. All righty. It's not cookie cutter. Everyone has different styles of prospecting they want to do, different goals they want to achieve. All right. From there, we help you guys build your ambassadors. We get your top 50. All right. I'll go over this a little bit later, but these are people that you're going to, really lean on to help you build a referral-based business. Then we get you set up with everything you need to do on social media, with Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. We go over some marketing strategies and stuff like that. We show you how to enter leads on the Powur system and how to read a bill and that good stuff. And then we sign up for all of our team assets. So we have Facebook groups, we have a Slack channel, Facebook chats, all kinds of stuff. All right. Then we go to day 2. All right. Day 2, we're just going to do a quick recap of the day before. Then we go to Powur On, which is Powur's official onboarding. What you set up with a social media calendar. All right. Everyone wants to know how to generate leads on social media. We've got a calendar with all kinds of stuff showing you what to post any given day. So there's no excuse not to post or that you don't know what to post. We go over the 7 steps of the sales process, practice some scripts. Once again, updating that VIP list. It's very important. We'll go over that later. All right. And then we teach you how to sell virtually. We go into the knowledge base. We kind of help you identify 3 states you might want to work in, get you to, learning those states and showing you around how to sell virtually. All right. Before I get into the money part of this, I did want to show you guys the KPI tracker. So the KPI tracker is something that everyone on our team gets when you first come on the team. This is, what we go over with you. All right. But the KPI tracker, you're going to come in here and enter whatever your income goal is. All right. Most people want to make about 10 grand a month. So I'll put 120 there. All right. And these ratios kind of show you what you need to do. So the way it typically works is for every 5 outreaches you have, you're going to talk to 1 person. For every 5 conversations, you get 1 bill. For every 3 bills you collect, you'll actually sit down and present with 2 of them. And for every 3 presentations, you'll get 1 sold. These are just average ratios. You can adjust these as you get your numbers settled in. But the really cool thing is I plug my goal in here, and based on these ratios, it tells me, all right, cool. I need to have 7 conversations a week to make 120 grand. All right. When you take this big goal and break it down to a bite-sized action, all right, it makes things seem more attainable. All right. Then we take these numbers and help you build a schedule around those numbers. So everyone on our team is going to get access to that. All right, so let's talk about money. That's why, oopsies, that's why everyone's on here. They want to learn, see how much money you can make. All right, so there's 6 ways to make money with Powur. Number 1, personal sales. Go out and sell solar. All right, we get 70% of the net margin, which equates to about $7,000 on average. Then there's partnered sales. Partnered sales is when you're splitting deals 50-50 with people. All righty. So this is where you can become a tier 3 mentor. I'll get to that in a second. And you're getting warm leads handed to you. You close them and you get about $3,500 per deal. All right. Then there's revenue share. If you're interested in building a team and running a team, it can be very, very lucrative. All right. So I'll go over that a little bit later, but for me personally, I get about $500 per project under me. So on the slides here, it says up to 550. I personally get an average of 500. I've had some where, I'm getting 800 or 1,000. Okay. So that number varies, but the average for me is about 510. All right, finance rebates. All right, Powur is the only solar company at the time of this recording that actually does this. All right, we do group calls like this 3 times a week, and we have solar pros on all the time, and we ask them each time, have you ever received a financial kickback, all right, for a loan product you sold? All right, the answer is no. It's no. Some people don't even know that their company gets it. All right, but the truth is, majority of these solar companies are getting these finance rebates, and they're just keeping it up with the C-level executives, the owner of the company. All right, at Powur, they split those 50-50 with us. So Powur came out, they said they get basically a 3% kickback from the financial companies, and they split that with us 50-50. So we get 1.5% of the total loan value back as basically a kickback to us the following month. So if we sold a $50,000 project, all right, we're getting $750 back on top of our regular commission. All right, there's also stock options. Go over that a little bit later. And then the way that's not mentioned here is you can be an on-demand site surveyor, where you can go ahead and make a couple hundred bucks doing site surveys for people. All right, but just to go over this a little bit further, this circle, let's pretend this is the $10,000 revenue that comes in. We get to keep 70% of the net margin. That's where the 7,000 goes to us. 3,000 goes elsewhere. So 1,500 is going to go straight to Powur, and then another 1,500 goes to the revenue share platform. All right, so that's how that money works. All right, commission schedule. All righty. Basically, the way it works is you get your lead submitted, you get them qualified, you set that appointment with them where you go over the proposal. All right, assuming everything goes well, they sign that contract, they schedule the site survey. All right, once the site survey is done and completed, project manager gives it a thumbs up, we are eligible to get paid our M1 commission. All right, now these are going completely away in the solar industry, but Powur is still offering them. All right, there is a caveat, there's a 15% fee for taking that advance. All right, so you don't have to take it, but if you do, there's a little fee attached to that. All right, once the site survey is completed, then they go out for the designs. Once the designs are approved by the homeowner, they go ahead and submit permits. Once those are approved, they schedule install, they do the installment, and then you get paid the balance. All right, going back to the M1 commission, it's going to be 40% of the commission up to $2,000, but keep in mind that 15% fee. So on a $2,000 commission, if you take that advance, you're really getting $1,700. All right. One of the biggest questions we always get is about leads. All right. Powur has what's called the ambassador program, which is by far the best way to generate leads. All right. Jordan, who I mentioned earlier, does 150 solar deals a year. He has like 120 ambassadors that are constantly referring him deals. All right. As real estate agents, Spencer, Zach, and myself, we basically run referral-based businesses. So we teach everyone on our team how to do the same thing, but in the solar industry. So the ambassador program is free for anyone to join. They get a $1,000 referral for sending you business that ends up getting solar. All right. They have their own little dashboard where they can keep track of everything. And then every, what's it called? Who can do it? I guess the question is, who can be an ambassador? Anyone. All right. Mom, dad, brother, sister, family, friends. If you're already in solar, it's a great way to sign up past clients. What we teach our team to do, all right, in Spencer, Zach, and my 25 years of combined in real estate, and we're in Southern California, like the solar mecca of the world, or at least the United States. All right, we've had 0 people approach us about solar before we got into this. All right, go out and get some real estate agents, home inspectors, mortgage people. All right, these people are talking to homeowners basically every day. All right, so what we try to get you to do is we get you to identify 50 people who can at least refer you at least 1 deal a year. You treat them like VIPs, and if they're able to get you at least 1 deal a year, all right, run the numbers of what I just did. That's $350,000, but now you're paying them that $100,000 for every referral. Boom, that's 300 grand right there. All right, so the ambassador program is huge. Tons of ways to utilize this. We actually have people on our team that go out to get nonprofits to do this too. So we have someone on the team that gets churches and gets they get involved in the church, and the church sends them deals, and then they send money back to the church. The church gets the ambassador referral fee there. We have one of our guys, Doug. Doug is a veteran. He went to the American Legion, like the actual American Legion, and he's getting them signed up as an ambassador right now. They're just finalizing the marketing plan for him. But the American Legion has 3 million members. All right, they're going to put Doug in their marketing materials, and anytime someone goes solar through that, obviously that deal goes to Doug. All right, but then the American Legion is getting $1,000. All right, so there's some really cool things and creative things you could do around your passions with this ambassador program. All righty. There's 3 tiers at Powur. Everyone who comes in is going to start off as a tier 1. All right, if you've got no solar experience, you got to do 3 deals as a tier 1 with a mentor. If you're already a solar pro, you get to do one deal. We can talk more to Solar Pros about some different strategies there, but you got to do one deal if you are a Solar Pro. Alrighty. The way this works is basically you get the deal, you're going to submit it in the system, you're going to tag it to your 3 mentor. They're going to order the proposal, they're going to do the presentation. You're kind of a fly on the wall, learn what they do, and you guys split the commission 50-50. So on average, you're getting $3,500 per deal. Like I said, once you do 3 deals or 1 deal, as a tier 1, you can move up to be a tier 2. All right, tier 2, you're ordering your own proposals, closing your own deals, keeping 100% of the money. So on average, $7,000 there. Once you do 5 deals as a tier 2, you can move up to be a tier 3 seller. All right, tier 3 is the same as a tier 2, keeping 100% of your own stuff, but now you're closing someone else's deals and splitting those 50-50. All right, as I mentioned earlier, Quentin did this. Was one of the top mentors in the company. I don't know what the number was, but let's say he did 10 deals in one of those months, right? 10 times $3,500 on average, that's 35 grand he's put in his pipeline for closing other people's deals in a month. All right, so it can be very lucrative there. Next up, I want to go a little bit over the overrides or the team structure. All right, if you want to build a team, this is how it works. Do you have to recruit and build a team? Absolutely not. If you just want to sell solar, just sell solar. All right, but I'm going to spend some time here. So the way this typically works at most solar companies, you got your regional manager, you got a territory managers, and you got all these sales guys. All right. Well, these sales guys, their commissions go to pay the salaries of these territory managers and the regional managers. All right. It's not like that at Powur. All right. Our team is all commission based. All right. We only make money when you make money. All right, so if you wanted to go ahead and build a team, all right, this is you. All right, if you were to build a team of, let's just say 5 people that did 2 deals a month, all right, you're going to make about $10,000 passively just for helping them out. All right, this can go, there's a lot more numbers here. We can go over that in further detail later if you're interested. All right, but this can be very, very lucrative. All right, Powur is eventually going to go public. We're expecting a multi-billion-dollar IPO. But they're giving us stock options along the way. So on your first install, you get 25 stock options. If you were to build a team, you get 12 options on someone you sponsor on their first install. And then there's performance bonuses as well. So in your first 2 years, you get 25 installs, you get 250 options. If you get to 50 installs, you get 1,250 options. This can be a complete game changer. All right, you're getting stock in the company, but 2, this could be very lucrative. All right, our real estate company EXP did something very similar. Zach, who you saw earlier on the team leadership thing, he took his stocks from EXP that he was basically given for free, and he's able to cash them out and put a down payment on a vacation home that he now uses as an Airbnb, and it cash flows him like $5,000 a month. All right, so this could be life changing right here just with the stock options. All right, a little bit about Powur. Powur started in 2014 as a lead gen company for what's now known as Tesla. All right, in 2020, they really changed things. They went to the cost of goods model, which I'll explain here in a second, and things took off rapidly. All right, you'll see here in 2023, I think this number is now projected to 450 million. But just to give you guys some reference, so I joined the team in August of 2022. All right, this seller's number was around 5,000. I believe we're closer to 9 right now. All right, but in 13, 14 months, the sales force of a company that was 7 years, 8 years old has almost doubled the past 12 months. All right. So that just goes to show the culture and kind of the trend and really the impact that Powur is making in the solar industry. A couple other things to note: Powur is A+ rated on the Better Business Bureau, been on the Inc. 5000 fastest growing private company list 4 years in a row. Only 10% of companies ever do that. 5-star rated on Yelp. And it's a certified B corporation. All right, certified B corporation basically means it's like a for-profit and a nonprofit had a baby. They go out and do the good of the world of a nonprofit without having a donate button on their website. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. All right, this is Jonathan Budd. He's the CEO of Powur. Super cool, down-to-earth dude. Couple things that make him different than your average, money-hungry CEO. Number 1, all right, that finance kickback. All right, we ran the numbers on it last year. He probably gave $7 million back to the sales force that he could have pocketed himself, or most solar people don't even know existed. All right, number 2, all right, he still sells solar. All right, while running this big company, he's still out there, getting deals done. All right, and then number 3, on the override structure, he removed himself completely from that. So you'd think the guy who started this company would get a small piece of everyone's deals, all right, but he removed himself from that structure. So super cool, down to earth dude. He actually still engages with us on the Facebook group. So if you join the team in the Facebook group, you'll see Jonathan communicating, asking questions, and really he says he wants the salespeople to be the highest paid people in the company, and his actions kind of reflect that. I already talked about the public benefit corporation. All right. In a second, we're gonna go in the back end here. All right. But what's the opportunity here? All right. With Powur, they're offering tons of marketing assets and materials. You get the proposal tool, a back office, tons of homeowner presentation materials to help you out, tons of training, the knowledge base, and there's also affordable healthcare options as well. All right, here's examples of some of the marketing. I'll show you that in a second, but let's go ahead and go through the live demo. So this is one of the proposal tools. We get two proposal tools. We have Solo, and then we've got Vision, which is proprietary to Powur. But I'm just going to show you guys a quick example. All right, you can easily come in here. I don't want to scroll up and show you homeowner data or anything like that, but you can easily come in here and edit the designs with the panels where you want them, where you don't want them. Then we come over here. Oops, yeah, see, it took a second to load. All right, but you can easily click on, click off the panels. If it'll do it. There we go. That's some lag. Terrible Wi-Fi out here. Anyway, so you're able to easily go ahead and do that. All right, then you are able to come over here. You're able to add all the equipment, whatever you want. So you can go ahead and play around with the equipment, inverters, storage, literally add anything you want. But the main thing I want to show you, I don't want to get too much in the weeds, is the pricing. All right. So solar pros who are watching this, I want you to pay attention to this. All right. My total cost per watt is $307. This is a deal in Southern California. All right. As I said earlier, we get 70% of the margin and we are in control of it. So on this deal, this is about a 15 kilowatt system. All right. I'm getting 70% of 14,985 times 0.7. So on this deal, I'm making about 10.5K. All right, selling at 307 a watt. All right, wherever, if you're a solar pro watching this, just compare apples there. All righty. And if you wanted to go ahead and compare apples, I will dive into any deal with you and kind of compare what you could have got with Powur versus what you got with whatever company you're at. All right, so keep that in mind. We can control this margin. All right, we can go anywhere down to a 0.3 margin. All right, all the way up to a $2 margin. All right, so on a $2 margin here. All right, so I'd be selling this deal at 407. All right, not necessarily. There are people selling this high. All right, but at 407, I'm making, what was that, $21,000 roughly. All right, so something to keep in mind there. We can go into that later. All right, Powur does also do a lot of marketing for us. So they got this whole marketing section. They got a bunch of different websites and landing pages for us. All right, so this is what your website looks like. You actually get, like I said, a bunch of different ones, but very visually appealing. It's going to have your picture, your name, phone number, email. Anytime leads are entered on this page, you're going to share all over the place. All right, you get an email saying, hey, John Smith wants some information about solar. It goes into your back end system there. All right, I already mentioned the marketing graphics a little bit. Got marketing in English and Spanish. That website, you have Spanish as well, with just a click of a button. All right, social media graphics, brochures, postcards. You get them printed right here inside of Powur. You can download them, take them to your local print shop. You can download them, put them on Canva, and add it to your own marketing mix, however you want to do it. So all kinds of graphic design work already done for us. All right, tons and tons of training. All right, I'm just going to scroll here for a little bit, but keep in mind these are all courses with several videos in them. All right, whatever you wanted to learn about, whether it's prospecting, social media, building that ambassador program, technical stuff about solar. All right, you want to learn, if you have Spanish people that Spanish speaking people that want to learn in Spanish. All right, for your team, boom, all kinds of stuff to help you out there. All right. Then we got the knowledge base. This is basically like Powur's version of Google. All right. At the calendar events, you can go in and see all the different live trainings that they have with links to do them, with basically all the different ones. And this is what Powur offers. And then remember, as I mentioned earlier, our team does trainings as well, specifically for our team. But you'll come here, you'll be able to see it loads up. All right. You'll see all the different trainings on a daily basis. You easily click on them, hop in, watch what you need to watch. All right. My favorite part about the knowledge base is the coverage map. All right. If we're selling virtually, they do a lot of the research for us. All right. So they show all the states. So click on a state. We'll go to Illinois. So it'll bring us to the Illinois market. Tells me everything I need to know about selling in Illinois. I got the coverage map here. So what areas do we cover, not cover, where a travel ladder is needed. It's going to show me where all the installs are. All right. The install hot map. All right, this is a cool thing to do, as I mentioned earlier, with the ambassadors. If you wanted to reach out to realtors to be ambassadors, screenshot whatever area. Say, hey, I've noticed that we've been doing a lot of installs in the Chicago area, wanted to see if any of your clients want to go solar. Send them the screenshot, that'll help out. Alrighty. So you can do that in different areas too. You know, we do roofing in certain areas. It tells you which utilities we cover or don't cover. Something that's really cool is these market development meetings. All right. Each market has their own meetings weekly. The really cool thing is if you can't make a live, recording of it, it's all recorded and stored right here. As this loads up, you'll see every Illinois market development meeting is on its playlist here. So you can go back and watch these things at your own leisure. These are going to have some of the top leaders in these markets sharing their tips and strategies and secrets or whatever they do to be successful. You can hop in and learn there. So that's really cool there. Another thing with the it goes over the project timeline, so you can set expectations with your clients, any licenses or contracts, anything, literally rebates, tax, incentives, anything you need to know about a state. There's a whole page for it there. So they do a lot of work for us there. All right. Another cool thing that they just rolled out is Power Play. This is basically like YouTube for Power, or like think of Instagram Reels or TikTok or something. These are just like bite-sized videos from some of the top leaders within Power. All right, so you see Jordan right here, making contact with the first customer. All right, most of these are pretty short videos where you can learn about different things. You could type whatever you want to type to learn about. So if I want to learn about social media, boom, here's some, oops. All right, these videos are going to be about social media. All right, so I can go on and look at these videos. Some of them are longer than others, but really cool there. That is basically, everything I want to show you on the back end with Power. All right, so we just did the live demo. All right, next steps. All right, if you've lasted this long, you're fired up, you're ready to go. All right, feel free to join us. All right, with Power, there is a technology fee of $85 a month plus a $99 one-time onboarding fee. All right, so you're able to theoretically start your own solar business for $184. All right. I know for me, having started a real estate business, it cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to start my real estate business. All right. For $184, to me, this is an absolute no-brainer. So where you can, set yourself up with a business that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a year with the amount of support that we provide, as a team on top of what Power is going to give you already. So this is, to me, it's an absolute no-brainer. So next steps, I'm going to have a link below this video. If you're interested, reach out to me. All right, we'll have that conversation and get you plugged in and get you part of the team. So what's next? You get the link from their team lead when you reach out. You'll get that welcome email once you officially sign up. We'll plug you into our Slack channel, our Facebook chats, our Facebook groups, all that good stuff. You're going to need to complete your Tier 1 certification. That's 2.5, 3, maybe 4 hours, depending how fast you go. You don't have to do that all in one sitting. You could spread it out. It took me 2 weeks to actually get it all done. Then we schedule a team leadership welcome call. So that's typically on Tuesdays in the afternoon. You'll be on with, the leadership team, and kind of, we get to know you, you get to know us, answer some questions, kind of hand holding a little bit. And then you have the option to attend the TST bootcamp. All right. So like I said, Power is great. And we feel like what we're doing on the Power platform is, we're one of the, quite frankly, we're one of the best teams on the Power platform. So if you want to get rolling with us, like I said, my information is down below. Reach out to me. I will help you get started, and we'll, welcome you onto that journey. So thanks for your time, and I hope to hear from you.